Go to SoFi and beat a mostly healthy Rams team, and Matt Stafford right now is playing better than any quarterback in the league. I mean, it was jaw-dropping to watch. I mean, my number one takeaway, if Kendrick Bourne, I know he went to my alma mater, if he is eating your secondary alive, we've said this now 5 times, time at the trading deadline for the Rams to go get a corner. There was not a single receiver or tight end for the Niners that entered last night's game who had a catch for the team last year. And think about this. This is not a great O-line. Mac Jones was gimpy, got hurt again. Christian McCaffrey didn't have a big rush night, so you didn't have play action to fend off. In the last 3 weeks, Daniel Jones, Jalen Hurts, and Mac Jones, 100 passer ratings. They're doing whatever they want to do. And to make it worse, the Rams have a good pass rush. This is not like you're sitting in the pocket all day. So the Rams, you can have flaws in the NFL. The Rams corners feel A.J. Brown has eaten once this year. It was against the Rams. He had more yards in the second half than he's had the rest of the games combined, I believe. So, and Kendrick Bourne, he's a good, solid 3 or 4. He's a 9-year vet. He's a total pro. But for him to kind of do whatever he wanted to, that is a major problem. Also, my second takeaway is the Rams are wasting an unbelievable year by Matt Stafford. This is his best year as a pro. You got 2 running backs, Kyron Williams and Blake Corum. Corum may be a bust. They have ball security issues. You got drop passes. I mean, the Niners special teams have been a liability for 3 years. It was the Rams special teams last night that were an absolute mess. So we entered the season, remember, we entered the season worrying about Matt Stafford's back. Yeah, you want to know why it hurts? He's carrying the franchise. 2 fumbles, 3 drop passes, a blocked PAT, a missed field goal, and then stopped on 4th and 1 in overtime. He is 37 years old. He has a career-high passer rating. The Rams are wasting this year. They are wasting it with Matt Stafford. And these running backs are a problem. And they drafted this kicker. And he'd been pretty good. But when the Niners special teams are fantastic and yours are struggling, you're in big trouble.
Yeah, this game was such a fascinating game because there's so many different ways to look at this game right now. I mean, there really is. There's just so many different ways, and it's like I'm still thinking about it. I'm happy that this was a standalone game, so you could really just kind of marinate in it and don't have to watch other games to kind of start to cloud things up. But for the Rams, it was, I wrote such simple notes for this game. And I just wrote, easy day for Mac Jones, minimal pressure, wide open. There was pass rush for him, but he was able to get rid of the ball so quickly. He was able, it was 2.3 seconds was his average time to throw. It was just, he just got rid of the ball. There was receivers open for him to deal with. When he kind of did get the pressure to him, he was just able to go. Just go. It wasn't like there was never any moments when it was like, Mac Jones is clearly in trouble right now. He has nowhere to go. Pressure's closing in on him. Like, right? And like now you can really get to him. You never really had that moment. And it's not like Mac Jones is out there being the most comfortable quarterback out there, most mobile quarterback out there. Then the interesting thing was with the drop passes, some inaccuracies with Stafford, combined with miscues with the receivers. It was this weird mixed bag where Stafford is making some throws where you're just like, this is why Stafford is considered an elite thrower of the football. You're watching just absolute greatness on display. I mean, some of the throws that he was making, you were like, when people say, are you a good passer of the ball? Like, this is what they mean. This is what they mean when they say, I trust my quarterback to throw the ball, because Matthew Stafford, from just a strictly throwing talent, is just an all-timer. It's just special. Now, of course, what comes with that is you're going to have some overthrows. Just like a mobile quarterback is sometimes going to get sacked because he's trying to do too much. Like, he had not just overthrows, but just some bad throws. Like, Stafford had some bad throws. But then there was also clear moments when there was miscues, misconnections with him and his receivers, with Devontae, etc. And you're just like, not really. My gut tells me it's more on the receiver. You don't really officially know when a quarterback's expecting the receiver to do one thing and the receiver is expecting the quarterback to do another thing. My gut tells me that whatever Stafford was doing was the right one, and the receivers were not. But you don't really know it unless someone like really tells us, or Sean McVay tells us. We don't officially know that. We can only kind of guess a little bit, but I get the sense that there's just these misconnections with the receivers, which is, when you're working with Stafford, that that's like the one thing is you have to just be on the same page, just as one same page, and catch the ball. And now you have a bunch of these drops, and you're just like, again, when you have a quarterback who the whole offense is just letting it rip, 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 the drop passes crush you, right? The misconnections crush you. Like it's so much more debilitating in this style offense with Matthew Stafford and Sean McVay. And then really badly timed penalty. There was many moments when it was like, okay, got some momentum. Okay, going to stop Mac Jones, and then like a penalty. And it's just like such badly timed penalties. Okay, and you have the 49ers who are decimated with injuries. And this is one of the checks now, because I always push back with injuries, and I'm always like, we always have to kind of look at it balanced. Sometimes injuries are an excuse, sometimes they're not. And like, this is a check in the win column for people who are like, nope, it doesn't matter if you're injured, find a way. And it's like, I don't always believe that, but the fact that this team that's just, because Colin's like, are the Rams giving Stafford enough support? And I see that question, I'm thinking to myself, well, did the 49ers give Mac Jones, like, who is Mac Jones thrown to all day and whatnot? So it's an interesting one. You only had 78 rushing yards. That's crushing. That, again, is continuing to put so much weight on Stafford's shoulders. You have the fumble at the goal line, which was a good play by the 49ers, to be fair, but still, the fumble at the goal line and then the fourth down stop. I mean, when you have a fumble at the goal line to win the game and a fourth down stop, can't run the ball, bunch of drops, the missed field goal, like the blocked field goal, you're gonna lose. And it's a bummer. It's a bummer, but this game, my overall conclusion, since there's so many different ways to look at it, you could be impressed by the 49ers, you could be disappointed by the Rams. I look at it and I'm thinking the Rams played poorly. Now, again, to be fair, the 49ers are a contributor in that, but I just expect this Rams team to be way more buttoned up, to be way more on. I don't expect multiple times to be on the receivers to be on different pages, on a different page of Matthew Stafford. Like, I understand fumbles like that are going to happen. Like, it's a bummer. Like, but we see it all the time. You have the fumble at the goal line, the fourth down stop. I expect maybe a little bit of a better plan of attack to convert that fourth down in overtime. Even to go tie the game and then to now go down the field, I thought it was weirdly aggressive. Like, you're letting Stafford's just ripping it all over the field at moments when you're like, well, dude, what are you doing? You don't really need to do that. Like, he was making some throws, but you're just like, whoa, like, chill out. Like, all you do is just need to get a field goal right here. Like you need to at least put yourself, because they were in a spot where it was now 4th and 3, 4th and 4, whatever it was, and Stafford threw, and it was just like, you're now putting it all in this one play, when in reality, you could have gotten yourself into field goal range without needing to convert a fourth down. But because of the way that you were taking this, the way that you were calling the game in this moment, you now put yourself in a situation where, yeah, what if the pressure got to Stafford and you had to quickly just, throw it up? Or let's say, like, it was tight coverage and you couldn't easily convert that fourth down. Like, you made things harder for yourself in that moment, which I think is actually like a pretty good metaphor for how this game unfolded for the Rams. They just made everything harder for themselves. And it's just, yeah, it's a frustrating place to be in. If you're a Rams fan, and it caught me off guard. Like, I know divisional game, I know rival, etc., etc. But I just expected much better from the Rams. It's that simple. I just expected much better from the Rams. The other thing is, someone has to explain this to me, because I actually don't know. I mean, like, I lived in San Diego, LA. Like, I don't understand, and I know, because the Rams are newish, and the Chargers are newish going to LA. Obviously not as new as it once was, but like, why are the fans not there? Why is it an army of opposing fans? I don't know. All this time, I honestly don't know. Why is that? Why is the Los Angeles Rams and Chargers, for that matter, their viewers are incredibly high. They're a top viewed team in the NFL. One of the hires, like Colin did a whole segment about it last year, I think, when we were talking about like the LA, the East Coast and West Coast bias and all that type of stuff. But yet in the stadium itself, it's not like that. Can someone please explain to me why that is? Like, I honestly have no idea. So let me know that, because it's like, it's jarring. You're watching the game and you're just like, wait, what? And talk about Stafford going to have to go on a silent count. Like, it's just crazy to me. Obviously, it's a lot easier for 49ers fans to get there. It's like, you can just drive that I've made many times. But like, it's just still, it's crazy to me. I honestly don't know why that is. So please let me know that. But yeah, that's a tough game, man. There's no sugarcoating it. That was a tough game. Tough game. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about the Los Angeles Rams, Stafford, McVay? How do you think this game unfolded? What's your takeaway from this game? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment. So whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions. Let's get in some fights. But ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We are building an amazing community here, and I absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all generally feel connected to. Something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help with the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time.